What's going on, guys? Messi here and welcome to a brand new video and welcome to a new transfer episode update today. The date is going to be Saturday the 29th of February. It's kind of odd saying that, but it is a leap year and we have got confirmed deals to go through as well as the rumours. So just before we get started, if you could do our good stuff by leaving a like rating, press the subscribe button if you're new and press the bell notification next to it so you never miss an upload. My previous episode will be down below in the description box, and at today's question of the day, with the introduction of the Premier League Hall of Fame, who do you think deserves to be inducted into that? Right, so first up we have got Rolando, and obviously back in the day like FIFA 12 he was a bit of a pack troll on Ultimate Team because the name would pop up and a lot of people thought they got Cristiano Ronaldo. But he has now joined SC Braga on a free transfer because he was without a club since leaving Marseille back in July of 2019. And for Braga, a couple days ago they were knocked out of the Europa League by Rangers. Real Salt Lake have announced the signing of Giuseppe Rossi as in something of a homecoming for the United States-born former Italian international. The free agent striker last played for Genoa in 2018 and that's where he failed a drugs test. He was given a 1-year ban, but subsequently it was downgraded to just a warning. The MLS season does start today, so it'll be quite interesting to see how things pan out over the whole season, and I'll be keeping a bit of an eye on Inter Miami personally. And next up, United fans may recognise this player as well, that's Zoran Tosic. He had joined a Chinese second division side called Tezu Yuanda, that's from Partizan for an undisclosed fee. He had a very brief spell at Old Trafford before making the move to CSK Moscow in Russia, and again, FIFA 12 he was used quite a bit in Russian league sides. Sam Larsson has made the switch from Dutch side Feyenoord to CSL outfit Dalian Professional. I think it used to be called Dalian Yifang, the former side of Carrasco, and Larsson is pretty much a replacement for him, and the fee is around €5 million. Atlanta United is set to sign Mexican winger Jurgen Damm, should I say, on a free transfer at the end of the season, and this story is from ESPN. Now, it says end of the season, but I don't think it means the MLS campaign. They're referring to the Mexican one, which I believe is this summer. So for Atlanta, they may get him mid-season. He's currently playing for Tigres and again out of contract in the summer, and he's set to put pen to paper on a 3.5-year deal. Real Betis have made contact with Marcelo Bielsa's representatives. That's over the possibility of taking over as manager next season. The sources El Chiringuito and El Desmarque, and his contract at Leeds is up at the end of the current campaign. Betis have struggled this season, finding themselves sat in 13th in La Liga, and it's a bit of a difficult situation because I think if Leeds do get promoted, Bielsa's definitely going to stay. But if they fail to get promotion for the second consecutive season, he probably will go elsewhere. Manchester City are interested in signing Everton defender Mason Holgate, and the source is going to be Football Insider. Pep Guardiola is eager to boost his defensive ranks this summer, and the 23-year-old centre-back is topping his list of targets. Now, City have been linked to a lot of different players, such as maybe Coulibaly from Napoli, but Mason Holgate, he may be a bit cheaper, and obviously a lot younger. And he can also play as a fullback, so he might cover Kyle Walker on the right hand side as well as being the cover for the centre back area. And next up, David Beckham has said that Major League Soccer side Inter Miami have a great opportunity, that's to sign superstars such as Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. They're gearing up for their maiden campaign in the American top tier, and despite him saying this, he did say it like a bit of a pinch of salt. He's not saying that they definitely will sign, and if they do, I don't think it'll be anytime soon. But maybe the final couple years of their whole careers in total, like say 3 or 4 years down the line, then they might make the move. Real Madrid are considering a summer approach for Atletico Madrid midfielder Thomas Partey, and this according to Don Ballon. Los Blancos see the 26-year-old as a possible long-term replacement for Casemiro, and that's in the holding role in their midfield. But Atletico are very unlikely to sell a prized asset to their arch rivals. But there were rumours the other day saying that Arsenal wanted to sign him, and he has got a €50 million release clause in his contract. So Madrid could activate that instead, but there have been a lot of, in quotations, long-term replacements for Casemiro, Like last few days, last couple of weeks, there's been so many different names being linked. Cadena Cope are saying that Arsenal are interested in Barcelona left-back Marc Cucurella. He's currently on loan to Getafe, but they do have the option to buy and make it a permanent deal, and Arsenal are willing to pay his 20 million release clause to sign him. I'm not sure whether Getafe do have a first refusal on that. Like maybe if Arsenal activate a bit earlier, that deal can get done, but they might have to buy him from Getafe at a higher price. An interesting story from Paul Joyce is that Manchester United missed a chance to sign Bayern Munich's emerging star Alphonso Davies for about £2 million in 2017. That's after delaying over the deal, and he's a player that right now in that new left back role for this season, he is so good to watch. His sheer pace, and not only this, he was previously playing on the right hand side in a front line for Vancouver Whitecaps, if I'm correct. To make that transition to a left back and be good defensively, fair play to him. The Daily Mirror are saying that RB Leipzig defender Upamecano is Chelsea's top defensive priority for the summer. The 21-year-old is seen as the perfect partner for Antonio Rudiger, and they want to pair them at the back for next season. Another option in defence for the left-back role is Ben Chilwell from Leicester City, and in regards to Upamecano, who has been linked to likes of Arsenal and most recently Bayern, Bayern aren't willing to meet his 60 million clause. Calcio Mercato are reporting that Napoli's talks over a new contract with Jose Callejon have hit a brick wall. The 33-year-old could leave the Stadio San Paolo when his current deal expires in June, with the Italian club yet to meet his bonus and contract length demands. And during the January transfer window, he was linked to Dalian Yifang, now as I mentioned before, Dalian Professional Club, and that would be under manager Rafael Benitez. Rennes forward Mbaye Niang has emerged as a transfer target for Marseille, according to L'Equipe. They are planning a summer sweep for the 25-year-old, who's currently valued at around €30 million, and Niang has scored 10 goals in 25 Ligue 1 outings for Rennes this season. And now a player potentially leaving Marseille, according to Le Faucon, sorry I said it wrong. They said Marseille midfielder Morgan Sanson is a subject of interest from Aston Villa. The Premier League side could make a £30 million move for the 25-year-old this summer. That's if they do manage to avoid relegation. And Sanson was linked to a few Premier League clubs as of late, especially like the likes of West Ham, I believe Newcastle United were in the mix, and now Aston Villa. The next story comes from Manchester Evening News, and they're saying that Manchester United have reportedly been offered the chance to sign RB Leipzig attacking midfielder Emil Forsberg, and they quote for a bargain £17 million, or €20 million. And the Express do add that the current Tottenham manager Jose Mourinho, he's hoping to beat his former club to the signing of the Swedish international. A couple of seasons ago, Forsberg was the main creative outlet in that Leipzig squad, but now since then, his game time really has been cut massively. So far this season, not even played 800 minutes in the league. And the next three stories are about Liverpool, and two of them include Real Madrid. So first up, El Desmarque in Spain are saying that Real Madrid are keen on signing Mohamed Salah this summer as a replacement for Gareth Bale. The winger is viewed as a cheaper alternative to Kylian Mbappe, and that La Liga side would be willing to pay £127 million for Salah. And it's a thing that I can't see it happening. Apparently Klopp wants the whole front three to remain at Liverpool for a long time, and it's very unlikely they'd sanction any type of move. And the next article is from The Athletic. They're saying that Barcelona and Manchester United have made their move for Timo Werner, but the German is now waiting for Liverpool and Jurgen Klopp, and his release clause does need to be activated by April. Klopp and Michael Edwards are set to make a decision on the transfer by March, and next month could be a massive month in regards to the Werner situation. And the report also mentions that Klopp wants his front three to finish their careers at Liverpool, but thinks the introduction of a younger forward could be beneficial, and Werner would not be signed as anyone's replacement, but instead as competition. I have said it a lot of times in recent episodes that Werner himself has been talking about Liverpool a fair amount over the last couple of weeks, and suggesting that he'd love to work under Jurgen Klopp, and he thinks he'd do very well in Liverpool's system. And next up, Don Ballon, who aren't really considered very reliable at all. They're saying Real Madrid are considering a summer bid for Liverpool defender Virgil van Dijk. Los Blancos will be willing to part with up to 180 million euros or 151 million pounds. That's to secure the 28-year-old services. But the Daily Mirror do say that Virgil van Dijk is due to get a new Liverpool contract in the summer, and it could make him the highest paid defender in world football. And I think it would be very, very difficult to argue that Van Dijk doesn't deserve that type of contract now. He's the best defender in the world, so his contract should probably match that. Le Parisien are saying that Paris Saint-Germain have made Napoli's Kalidou Coulibaly their top transfer target, and they will be boosted by the fact the defender has recently bought a house in Paris. PSG see the Senegal international as the ideal replacement for veteran centre-back Thiago Silva, and it looks like the Brazilian centre-back could be heading back to AC Milan on a free transfer. And Gazzetta dello Sport do add that alongside PSG, the likes of Manchester United, Bayern Munich and Everton, they're all interested in bringing Coulibaly to their clubs. Kevin De Bruyne has no plans to push for a move away from Manchester City, according to The Athletic. Exit at the Etihad Stadium had been mooted on the back of the Blues being stunned with a 2-year Champions League ban, but the Belgian midfielder is very happy to stay put. Now, again, the stories are saying that a lot of City players could be on the move, the likes of Bernardo Silva, Sterling, and others like that, and Laporte. But I just can't see it happening. I think City will be pretty safe. Yes, they might have a ban, but players can still win other trophies. Another transfer for Dalian Professional now is going to be Marcus Danielsson. He joined from a Swedish side called Djurgården. Again, sorry for my pronunciation, and it's cost them around 5 million euros. And next up, Frank Lampard will dip back into the market after his Chelsea side suffered a massive defeat to Bayern Munich in midweek. The Blues have already signed Hakim Ziyech for next season, and according to Tutto Mercato, they'll make a bid for Lille midfielder Houssem Aouar. The 21-year-old France under-21 international cost around 50 million euros or 43 million pounds, and is also of interest to Juventus and Manchester City. But that, guys, is going to be it for this video. So if you could do that good stuff by leaving a like rating, press the subscribe button if you're new, and press the bell notification next to it so you never miss an upload. My previous episode will be down below in the description box, and today's question of the day: what players do you think deserve to be inducted into the Premier League Hall of Fame? So thank you for watching this video. I'll see you next time.